Just leave it to me.
Hello, welcome back to Dead Rising. We're at the last resort, which I think we have time to do Longhead Punk. Let's go for it. Why not? So, something I was thinking about earlier today is that as far as like tangents go, and I know I talk about tangents a lot, not to be confused with the mathematical tangents, which is a completely different subject altogether. However, I must interject and say that if you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in watching some Dead Rising content and not hearing about some guy talk about math. However, if you clicked on a Dead Rising video with the hopes of hearing someone talk about math, I must respectfully say that I think you are a little bit misguided. However, this is not the point of the video. The point of the video is to watch me play some Dead Rising. Okay. With that in mind, something I was thinking about... Wait, is it these Untouchables? Something I was thinking about is... so for tangents, like... I haven't recorded a video in a little bit. Oh, I have to go this way. I haven't recorded a video in, like, a little bit of time. And with that said... well, I was going to say, because I haven't recorded a video in, you know, in a little bit of time, does that involve me having better ideas in my head to talk about? But then, considering how I just flubbed the opening right there, I don't think that really... I think the case is that, no, like, you gotta be on your game. I'm gonna drop this. I'm going nowhere with this. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have this really interesting, compelling, like, you know, discussion today about my video, and then, like, man, dude, the confidence is not there. I'm just like, abandoned ship, but... It's all good. Wait, so where do I have to be for the last resort? Let's actually try and figure this out first. One thing I was actually thinking about, though, is, like, the whole idea behind critics reviewing content for, or, like, reviewing stuff. Do I have to be here? Start 11 a.m., goal, security room. Okay. So, I was looking at the reviews for Dead Rising 4, and I went to Metacritic, and the general consensus at the time of this video was that the critics thought Dead Rising 4 was good, but the fans weren't as big on Dead Rising 4. Like, they had some... Oh, get off of me, please, thank you. The fans were not, like, you know, too hot about it. Like, some of the people were like, saying, yeah, this game sucks. It's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Which... like, that's fine too. I think people have, you know, they want different things from the game. But the whole idea of a critic seems a little bit... I was going to say absurd, but I don't think that's actually the word I'm looking for. Oh, jeez, I'm getting annihilated here. I might die. Oh, the food court's right here. We'll be okay. It seems a bit weird to have, like, a critic, you know? Because... with a critic, you have one person giving it an opinion, like reviewing something, and then you have these other people, oh my goodness, there's a lot of uncooked pizzas. You have people reviewing something, but that's like only one person who's reviewing something. Whereas you have, you know, thousands of people who would look to the reviews for that opinion. So, doesn't it almost seem a little bit misleading to have one person to state their opinion, and then people be like, okay, I'll use that for a review. And actually, we're gonna go get another chainsaw while we're thinking about it. At least, like, that's the way I see it, right? That might not necessarily be the case. No, what the fudge am I going on about? So, you have the one person, you know, giving the review, and you might say, well, okay, but that's because, you know, they're a critic, like, that's their job, like, they can give an objective opinion. Well, like, me as an individual, I don't necessarily believe that you can have, like, that objectivity doesn't exist, but, like, that's beside the point. So it's like, okay, well, like, let's just say, okay, we trust the critic because they can give an informed opinion, like, they're reviewers. It's like, okay, how do we determine if, you know, the review is objective or not? Because a reviewer, contrary to popular belief, I would assume them to be like a regular person, like you or like, you know, you or I. So then why should we weight their opinion more than anyone else's? And I'm not saying like stick it to them. like, there's been reviews where I've read the review and I'm like, I think this person makes some good points. Like, I'm not, I agree with them and I'll use a review. I'm not saying, like, screw the review. I think more what I'm trying to say is maybe keep in mind that it's just one person.
You do it all the time. You look at me and laugh. Who's there? Stay back. Stay back. Get in closer. I'll light this place up. I suppose you came here to laugh at me too.
That kid is scared. Alright, Paul, let's do this! You versus me! Oh, okay, I see how it is. What is he doing? Wow, he's just going for it. Alright, Paul, let's dance. I might just leave him alone, actually. That almost doesn't seem worth it. Okay, yeah, see, he's gonna kill himself. He's faster than I am. Oh, he's gonna go up the stairs. Okay, well, this might be a little bit hard to catch him there. Yep, okay, I'll leave him alone. Wow, this is interesting watching him run through the zombies. Oh dear. Come on, Paul, come over here. So the whole thing about the reviewers is like, okay, and I think it depends on the quality of the reviewer too. Like, so, for example, oh, there we go. Got him.
Stay away from me! Don't come any closer!
Okay, there's gotta be a fire extinguisher somewhere. Yes, we'll take a picture. Yikes. Where is a fire extinguisher? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Am I getting him? I don't think I am. Doesn't look like it. Oh, he's gonna die. Okay, well. Oops. We got a PP sticker, which was really bad. So the thing about this reviewer is like, yeah, it's like one person, and because it is their job, like I would say that they try to do a little bit of there'd be a little bit of professionalism to it too. So does that mean we have to discount the Are they gonna join us? Mindy joined and Debbie joined. Okay. So does that mean we have to discount the casual person's opinion? And I don't think so. I think, and that's the thing. Like when it comes to like listening to opinions or whatever, I think you just gotta be careful because in some cases, like, and it depends how it constructs an argument, right? Like, I think it's a fallacy to say that, oh, because this person's a reviewer, I should just trust their opinion. It's like, well, I think reviewers can give good opinions, and I think they can also give like bad opinions. Like, I mean, let me back up and say, like, first of all, like I don't think there's necessarily such thing as a right or a wrong opinion. Like their opinions, opinions can't be true or false. What I should be saying is an opinion that you agree with or an opinion you disagree with. Whoops, sorry. We should be okay. I don't think there's anything bad that's gonna happen. So, and it happens like in some cases that reviewers, like, they'll say something that's like, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Like, I might think that their arguments presented in a respectable fashion, like they might be very articulate about the points they want to get across, but I might just not agree with them. That being said, they might state their argument in such a way that I don't necessarily agree with them. They might be like, well, I don't like Dead Rising 4 because it's stupid. That's not an argument I'm willing to respect. Like, someone says that, I'm like, okay, fine, or whatever. And like that's sometimes what the user scores I found too on Metacritic. So going back to Dead Rising 4, I should really tell them. I need to clear out these zombies first. Debbie, no! And going back to Dead Rising 4, so for example, the critics would be like, okay, here... Oh. Hey, Otis, what's going on? Guy hanging out in Cosmetic Shop, Wonderland Plaza. We were just literally there. Okay, thank you, Otis. We can head back, but let's drop off these two first. So, like, and that's the thing. So, like, and the reviewers, like, normally they try to maintain a degree of professionalism to them. But like, and then sometimes, like, I don't always agree with their points, and that's where you, like, sometimes you have to think for yourself, where you have to see, you know, what someone's saying and say, okay, is this something I can get behind, or do I agree with their opinion? And like the reviewer scores too, like, because, like, say the reviewer wasn't, like, your average reviewer. I should say average reviewer. But more often than not, the reviewers, not the reviewers. This is so confusing. I meant to say the not professional reviewers, like, so the user reviews. Here, we should tell them to sit over there. Thank you, Mindy. That was really good. That was a bad mistake. Thank you. Usually I found that the user reviews, their arguments weren't very well articulated. Or if they even, like, I thought had faulty premises to them. It's like, oh, I didn't like Dead Rising 4 because, you know, I didn't like it because it's bad. Now, there might be an, you know, and then I think there's, like, the next logical level. I don't know if I'd say next logical level. But the next level would be like, okay, I didn't like Dead Rising 4 because they changed Frank. Okay, what do you mean by Frank? Like, that's better than saying I didn't like Dead Rising 4 because it was dumb, but saying, oh, I didn't like Dead Rising 4 because they changed Frank, it's like, okay, like, can you give me a little bit more there? Like, that's not, I feel, a complete argument. But then some might say, I didn't like Dead Rising 4 because, I felt like Frank's character was they deviated from Frank's character too much. And part of the reason why I like to play the original Dead Rising series is because I thought Frank was a very interesting and compelling character. However, in Dead Rising 4, I didn't feel like he was a very compelling character, so it was hard for me to get engaged with the game, and I didn't like... And for that, I thought the game suffered. That's good. Like, that's, for me, that's the reviews. Like, I might, like, read that, and like, I'll read the whole thing and say, oh, okay, I see where they're coming from. But I might not necessarily agree with it. And I think another good example... Where is Debbie? Is she getting mauled by zombies? How? Debbie, come on! How this happened, I'm not sure. Alright. I don't know how this happened. Anyways. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, come on, man.
No way.
No, what? And the zombies are back. Interesting. So they just keep spawning. Huh. I know what I'm saying. A good example, I think, would be, there's a review on Kotaku about Dead Rising 4, and I think the person did a very good job explaining, like, you know, why they weren't the biggest fan of Dead Rising. But also, too, like, there's, like, here's what you can do in the game, and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, okay, here's what you can do in the game, and they listed the points or whatever, and then, like, and I thought it was very enlightening, because it's like, okay, even though, like, they have their opinion that they might have not liked the game, they're saying, here's what you can do with it, or, like, here's what you can do in the game. It's like, okay, and then, like, some of the people who were in the, ooh, that's a good PP bonus. What do we get? More attack, that's pretty good. I'll save it again. Some of the comments in the, like, for that review are saying, oh, like, you know, based on the criteria that you send in the review, I'm probably going to pick up the game because, you know, I'm okay with these, what the game offers, and that seems like something I'm interested in. And I think that's, you know, a good review, not saying... And I think that's... I think... bit no more you can chew. I think that's... And even though I was saying before, oh, you can't have objectivity, let's just do this, and we'll futz around a little bit before we head back. Like, a review that's, like, more, like, air quotes, objective, I think it's more useful than a strictly opinion-based review. And so what do I mean by that? So, a review that just says, hey, I don't like this game because I just don't, or like, not even that, but someone's just saying I don't like the game. Like, that's not very telling because everyone has different preferences. And it's like, well, what do you mean? Like, games can be objectively good or bad. I highly disagree with that, and my counterpoint would be, like, let's consider food. Let's consider seafood in particular, because I think that's a pretty polarizing subject, because some people absolutely love seafood, others are like, nah, man, I'm not interested in seafood at all. But would you say seafood's good or bad? That depends entirely on the person. Me, I might say, nah, I'm not interested in seafood, so I would label it as bad, and that's fair. There we go. That's what we want. Whereas other people would say, no, seafood's good. And I think the same thing with games. So, in the case of Dead Rising 4, and I have intentions to play Dead Rising 4 on this channel, so I was going to say look for that in the future, but you never know. Maybe something bad will happen. I'll have a sudden illness and I'll never be able to play again. But I would like to play Dead Rising 4 because I've looked at, like, okay, here's what Dead Rising 4 is, and I think I'll enjoy it. Like, I haven't played the game myself, but based on the information I've been supplied, I think, hey, there might be a reasonable chance that I'll enjoy the game. But I got that information from a review saying, here's what's in the game. So it was more of what I would call an objective review, because they're saying, here's what you can do with the game. So, like, for example, if I was to describe Dead Rising 1 to someone, I say, hey, it's a game where you can kill zombies in a mall. I think we would agree that this is all true. But I'd also say there's some time management components to it, and which I think is also true. So based off of that, some people be like, okay, well, I really don't like time management, so I'm not going to go play Dead Rising because that's not, something I'd be interested in doing. Whereas some other people would be like, oh, that sounds cool. But, like, the point is they'd make a decision based on, like, actual facts about the game. So, not because, oh, well, this guy said he didn't like it. Like, if I said, oh, or let's go the other way. Let's just say I really like Dead Rising. Like, I was like, oh, man, I love Dead Rising. And, like, that was it. Some people would be like, well, I'm going to go, like, play it just because I've heard that, some guy really likes it. And, like, that's it. And I'm not too sold on that. That being said, though, I think there is merit, too, when you have, let's just say, millions of people. That looked like David. Wow, he got sliced. No, let's say, for example, let's consider, like, the Iron Man movie. Let's consider Iron Man 1. Like, millions and millions of people liked it, and, like, that would be what I would call an opinion, like, like, that's an opinion statistic. Well, not, like, an opinion statistic. Like, it's a fact in the sense that, like, millions of people would probably say they enjoyed Iron Man, like, assuming that this is correct. But then, but there's no real, like, there's not any real substance to it. Like, for example, they just said, oh, I like Iron Man. They didn't say, oh, I liked Iron Man because it's about a guy in a metal suit, and Robert Downey Jr. did. Well, even then, if they said Robert Downey Jr. did a good job playing Iron Man, that's, that's an opinion. Like, that's not really, there's nothing really objective about that. Where is it going? But when millions of people say that, it's like, okay, well, because there's X amount of people on the Earth, like, so, let's say, like, the point I'm trying to say is, like, okay, let's suppose that 12 million people saw Iron Man 1, and then 10 million people really liked it. So you have 10 out of 12 million people really liked it. So that's over 80% of people really enjoyed the film. If you said, okay, I'm going to go see the film because I think there's a good chance that I'll end up liking it just based on, like, what the masses said, I think that's more acceptable because your sample size is millions of people. However, let's just say you only had 12 people who saw Iron Man and only 10 of them liked it. I don't think it becomes nearly as a compelling argument to say, oh, I'm going to go, like, watch it because 10 people liked the Iron Man movie. Because at that point, you only have a sample size of 10. Like, you don't have the statistics to draw from. And this is a statistics point. Like, taking it all the way back to the beginning of the episode, about talking about math and stuff, the higher the numbers, like, that's just, long story short, like, that's just how statistics work. And that sounds like a really, like, big cop-out answer, which is, like, fair, like, I get that. But for me, at least, I'd be more willing to accept something just based on, like, statistics or whatever. That being said, though, too, I would still say the objective review would be better of Iron Man than saying, okay, so Iron Man is like a superhero film based on superheroes. You know, it's an action film. Like, things like that. That's stuff I'd be like, okay, I understand that and I can get behind it. I'm probably gonna go back to the... Yeah, it's gonna start soon. It starts at like 11:30. Or is it starting in 1 hour? Case, let me see. Start 11 a.m. It is 10 right now. Okay, so we still have 1 hour left. We can kill some more zombies. That's okay. We'll just kill zombies. We'll try and finish my point. Yeah, I would still argue the objective review would still be better, and like that's the thing about like game reviews too. I think it's, you know, for at least as far as the reviews are concerned, like basically this whole like rant was just about me saying I think objective reviews, and I think I did an alright job of describing what I think those are a better representation of what a game is. And I think at that point, then you make the decision for yourself whether or not you're interested in the game, because the person reviewing the game isn't you, so they don't know what you want or like what expectations you have too. So, and I think that's part of it. Whether or not you enjoy the game is whether or not like having the right expectations. So, for example, if I picked up Dead Rising 4 with the expectation that there'd be a huge time management component to it, I would be disappointed because apparently they did away with all the time management. However, if I go into the game just being like, all I want to do is I want to play as Frank West and I want to do some cool stuff and maybe kill a couple of zombies, I think I'm like, because those would be my expectations, I'd be more likely to be pleased with that game than I would, if I didn't have those expectations. Because like so I just say from the game, I want Frank West, I want to kill some zombies, and I want to do a couple of cool things. All of those seem like they would be in Dead Rising 4, and so then for that reason, I'd probably be more interested. Like, I would be satisfied with my purchase because like I'd be getting what I want from the game. And the review. Okay, I'm gonna head back now because I think we started. Interesting. Are all the zombies gone? There's two zombies and I still got grabbed by one. So I think that's basically what is, my point about like objective and subjective reviews. That being said, though, too, like I'm not saying they completely discount opinion reviews. Like, so for example, like my friends, like they're my friends, like I trust them too. So if they say something like, hey, like so last 2 summers ago, I think. Yeah, 2 summers ago, my friend saw Mad Max, and he's like, yeah, Mad Max is really good. I knew my friend I've like known my friend for years, so like when he has an opinion, and like and by us being like, let me back up a bit. So because like since he's my friend, like it's not unreasonable to assume that we're very like-minded, and actually we are. So we're pretty like-minded. So with that in mind, when he says, hey, I really liked Mad Max, I'm inclined to check it out because like my friend who I've known for quite some time, when he says, hey, like I really like Mad Max because it's whatever, like if he just says I like Mad Max, not even like him being like objective about it. Sorry, yeah, not objective about it. He just says I like Mad Max. I take that at face value and I'm like, okay, that's good enough for me to go see Mad Max because I trust this guy's opinion, right? And that's the thing too, like, and again, going back to the earlier point, it's hard for the viewers, like, you don't really know them, so, like, why, like, you don't know them, so I don't think their opinion counts for as much. Anyways, I'm just standing here, so I'm just going to pause the video while I wait for the next segment to occur. So, I will see you guys in, well, it's going to be a couple minutes for me, but it's going to be seconds for you guys. Alright, so Carlito started doing some more talking, so I was like, oh, I should probably resume the video. And then I did.
Exactly what is this last resort talk all about?
Carlito said that he'd blow up the mall if he were cornered.
Damn! We've got a regular suicide bomber on our hands.
Worse than what you're thinking. The explosion would send parasitic larvae into the atmosphere.
He plans to spread zombies outside of the city? Is he insane?
If that bomb goes off, there'll be nowhere to run. The zombies will be everywhere.
He's planning to flood the area underneath the mall with flammable gas, then set it off. If you could take care of the bombs while the gas concentration is still low.
There's a chance we could stop the explosion. Let's do it.
Come on, son. Whoa! It's game time, baby. Alright, so we're gonna have to, like, hurry our butts for this. And we might just, like, do it all right now. Oh, shoot. I didn't alt-tab, did I? Nope. Blah, ha, ha. So we'll save the game.
Okay.
Alright. We need to hustle. And by... So we have to go right down to the maintenance tunnel. And we stop for no one. Carlito's gonna make life miserable, but we'll worry about that later. So we'll save it, and actually what may happen too is I'll just give this the old college try, and if I succeed, awesome. If I die, I guess that's also awesome. Can you hear me, Frank? Oh wow, he's still talking. Split up 5 locations. Yeah, I'm going. I don't know why I listen to these conversations. I should really just let them go. Alright. Trying to avoid the zombies as best as possible. Wow, they're just all piling in there. It's nice that they have this little area too. I wonder if this was intentional, having this this path. Whoa, okay, I see what's going on. So you could walk across while being harassed by the zombies. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them to have like that kind of like design in there, but I don't know if I'm reading too much into it. What's going on? Okay, that was very interesting. Yeah, what? Yeah, those convicts are there, so help me. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, oh, we should have grabbed a shopping cart so we could just like pushed it and ran, but... Man, those are some fast zombies. There was something else I was thinking about earlier today that I wanted to talk about, but I can't think of it for the life of me right now. So in the meantime, I could just go with like long, awkward silences. Which, you know, I could try and do that. Oh, there they are. They're just stuck. I'll talk about the... Oh, one thing I was going to wonder about, too, is like, so... Oh, I almost want to kill them. That'd be so easy. I really shouldn't, though. That's... Yeah, I'll just leave them. I don't know. That's more trouble than it's worth. I really need to save time. So when people talk, like, when they're, like, doing commentary over the games or whatever, like, talking about the game, I assume is acceptable. Like, that's fine. But... how about talking about other games? Like, so, what if, like, I'm playing Dead Rising, and then I spend, like, a better part of this video talking about StarCraft? Like, would people be okay with that? I assume, for the most part, people would be like, no, that's not cool, because, like, we're... yeah, we'll take the car in there. Can I get in? Yes. Alright, so we need to find the trucks. I wonder if we can use the map. Alright. Alright, let's check. Are the bombs located or mapped? Yes? No, I think that's Carlito, though. So I think there's one there. I think they're... Oh, jeez, I don't know where these bombs are. Well, we have enough time. We should be able to do this. Yeah, this is probably what I would call the hardest quest in the game. So if we can actually get a cart, I'm going to love to use that. This might be a problem. Alright, yeah, never mind. Forget the cart! Well, I need to attack more often. Like, we have lots of healing, so I don't think this will be a problem. And I'm, you know, the thought about, like, oh yeah, I talk about other games, I think I answered the question myself. Because now that I just think about it, it's like, well, yeah, like, I mean, people are watching this, they want to either A, watch Dead Rising, or B, they're here for the personality. And I think if the personality is, like, if they're here for the personality, they can, like, they're fine about what they hear them talk about whatever. And that's the thing. Like sometimes I watch Day 9 because not because I'm interested in Hearthstone, but I like his personality. So like even though it's not a game I'm interested in, I'm interested for his personality. So okay, there's got at the very least there's got to be a van here. So that's the van we can use. Here's the van that we need to take the bombs out of. Okay, we got one bomb. Okay, now we're gonna get into this car because this will make our life a lot easier. Hey, let's try and avoid Carlito. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use the old, as Northline puts it, the old dome piece. There he is. I'm not interested in fighting him, so we're just gonna see you later, nerd. Yep, there's something in here. I might have screwed myself. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, we're fine. Thanks, Otis. Oh, it's Carlito. Hey, buddy. Alright, we're out. I'm more interested in getting bombs. I don't really want to fight Carlito. Food court right, so... Also, this is like the maintenance... The premise of the maintenance tunnel trick. So you go down here, and then you just go kill a bunch of zombies. So we went right... where am I on the map? Alright. Should be another one here. Yep. Alright, the Michelle Club. Oh, come on. Did Carlito follow me? Good God. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Is this untouchable? I think it might be. Oh, he does damage. Okay, so it's... Get out of here, buddy. Oh, my goodness. Alright, I think that, you know, swayed him from chasing me further. Oh, I'm untouchable right now. Perfect. Okay, if he comes back again, we're gonna smash him. Here you go. I don't know if that hit him. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so the van's busted, so we can't use that anymore. Woo! Wait, if we're untouchable, can these zombies even grab us? No. So untouchable is actually the best thing we could have right now. Okay, so we got this one. There's probably one there and one there, I would guess. So we're gonna take actually so left, then left, right, and then back. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm consulting the map a lot, but I mean this is a time-sensitive mission. But that being said, I don't think we're gonna run out of time at all. Oh, an untouchable run out. All right. Wait, where? Oh my goodness, he's gone mad. Okay, get out of here, man. Did that solve it? Alright, I should leave him alone now. Nice. This pleases me. Get toasted, son. Oh, the chase is on.
I'm gonna go after him. You get those bombs outside, Frank.
Man, Frank's one heck of a journalist. Man, that's why I love Frank. That's why I want to play Dead Rising 4, man. I just want to play more Frank. But then some people are like, oh yeah, he's just not the same. Oh, where'd they put me? Oh, actually, they might have put me closer. If so, that would be totally... Oh, is there a white car there? Sick. Alright, yeah, that's a car, man. We will take that. So that will help So we have what? 2 bombs left? I'm almost positive that's what we have left. No, we're not interested in that. Where we need to go? So no, we need to go up there. And we have plenty of time, so I don't think we're gonna be big rush. We should try and avoid the zombies if we can as well, because each zombie we run into destroys the durability of the vehicle. All right, that's good. And then we might have to do some guesswork on where the other bomb is. So we have 1 left. So bomb is probably. So we got that one. Here had nothing. Might be there. I don't think it would be there. I'm gonna guess here. That seems like the most likely scenario. Oh, so actually, so we go down and then we will take a right then left. Okay. All right. All right. So right then left. I said right. We'll find out. Worst case scenario, we walk it, which should be fine. Come on. No! Okay, where's the other... Okay, now we officially have a problem, so it's not there. That was the exit. There we went to... Oh, no, dear man. Alright, well. Let's at least grab the other... Should we go make a detour for the... van? I don't know if we should, actually. I think we should just go for it. Wait, is this it? Wait, did we miss for this one? Was that what happened? No, we already got that one. Okay. Yeah, because the cutscene reset. Okay. So we got all the obvious ones then. That being said, I should still check them anyways. Yeah, this car's both done. So we... Okay. So nothing here. There's nothing on here, is there? No. Okay, so we'll check down here, although I'm almost positive we already got this one. Checking them again, just to be on the safe side. Get off of me. Yeah, no. And this car is about done. There's not much durability left on here. So we got there, so let's go down here. Oh, see a car. Where do we want to go? So I think we have to go to the right. That's our only option left. So hopefully we can walk there in time. Because I think once we get to the bombs, the cutscene activates, so we're set. Hell, we have enough HP and healing that we're not... I'm not concerned. That being said, if I keep walking into zombies like that, we're going to have a real problem on our hands. That's a problem. I hit the point where I've gone too complacent. I'm like, oh yeah, these zombies won't threaten me. Ah, there it is! No, it isn't. That's the sign. Or is that a truck? Those little buggers. Okay, I didn't think they would have had a car in here, but lo and behold. Oh, that's already got this one. I hope not. I mean, there's only so many places that the bombs can be, right? Yes, here we go. Oh, now we need to get out. Oh, dear. Okay, and in the interest of time... God, we have to get all the way over there? Oh, boy. Okay, actually, let's think about it. So we go down, do first left, the circle, go right, and then we just keep walking. So, again, left, around the circle. Okay. Yeah. Untouchable, yes! Out of the way, zombies. Alright, we have ample time, so I'm not really concerned. And we still have 2 untouchables, so we're fine. This would be a really good time for me to launch into another rant. So I was talking about the game reviews as a whole or whatever, and I think some people usually use them as guideline, which is fair because you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and I think it's fine to look at something or other people's opinions before you purchase something. Oh, the other thing too is whether or not. So I've heard this argument too, and this relates to the argument for Dead Rising 4. Some people not liking it because some people say, "Hey, Dead Rising is a game about time management." Others say, "No, it's about a game, killing zombies in the mall." I would probably take the stance that it's it's just a sandbox game of zombies. That's probably what I would label it as, first and foremost. Oh, we don't have Untouchable anymore. Okay, that's not. We'll be fine. I'd be of the opinion that I need to check my watch, make sure I'm going the right way. I am. It's just gonna be the longest journey, and I think we already used up the car, so yeah, we're gonna have a good time trying to get there. Or some other people's no, Dead Rising is a game about time management. So when you take out the time management in Dead Rising 4, you ruin the authentic experience of the game. And that actually segues to probably a more interesting question in my mind, is that sometimes when games undergo change, it works out very well for the game. So for example, let's consider Resident Evil 4. So that was a big shake-up on the formula compared to the other Resident Evil games. And that went over pretty well. A lot of people wow, Resident Evil 4 is a great game, but they really changed up the formula. Whereas it sounds like for Dead Rising 4, okay, so the time I want to say Resident Evil or Dead Rising, I'm done. Whatever, I'm going to let the cutscene do the talking for me.
We got rid of your bombs. This is as far as you go today. Just give up and surrender.
Your terrorist days are over, Carlito. You're finished. Well, shit.
bomb's over and done with. Brad went after Carlito.
Copy. Report back here, Frank.
Yeah.
Cool, so 5 p.m., so the case is probably gonna start pretty quickly then. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get there pretty quickly then. I don't know if it started yet. So with that in mind, probably not, because it'll take... Oh man, this car, man. Handles like a dead whale. With that in mind, I might try and grab Jeebus. Try and grab some food. Woo! So I think we're going back to the security room. Alright, here's where I'm going to get ambitious. Got him, coach. Let's grab this. So the thing about too is like so about the game series undergoing change, like Dead Rising 4 underwent a change, but some people were the biggest fans of it. Whereas like Resident Evil 4 goes to change, people are like, oh man, this is the greatest game of all time. And I think basically to like summarize my whole point very quickly, because I was gonna, I could talk a long time about this, and you guys know sometimes I talk. Originality is risky, but sometimes the payoffs are like potentially big. Like so, for example, like again, Resident Evil 4, like they went on the limb, tried something new. Like I think that's the first time, as far as like I know, that some big game had its style quite like Resident Evil 4, and the payoff was huge. Like Resident Evil became like bigger than it ever had been. Some people might say that it costed the roots of the original game, which I think that's fair. Myself though, like I really enjoyed it. Whereas then you do changes like they do Dead Rising, and some people say, "Oh, the game's lost its soul because there's no more like time management. Like it's just like they've dumbed it down." Where some people say, "Hey, that's great. I never liked the time management aspects of Dead Rising in the first place." But then like I think that just kind of comes back to the point that you can't please everyone. Like, oh, we're so close to another level up. You can't please everyone, so sometimes he's got well, sometimes you gotta. There's no finish to that. It's just you just can't, which is unfortunate for. I was gonna. Oh, that's unfortunate for some people, but really, it's just this. It's the point where it's like, oh, I want to say some more stuff because I want to sound philosophical, but really, there's nothing much else to be said. Like you just can't please everyone. But sometimes it just you end up pleasing a larger base than others. So and I think it comes down to like the cost of like. Do you think you'll please more people with the changes than you will like displease them? And there's no like when you're at the time making development changes, like I don't think there's really a right answer to do like for that because like you just never really know. Like I'm sure when they're making Resident Evil 4, like there are some huge concerns. Like I don't know if this is going to turn out as nearly as well as we'd like it to because like we're changing up the formula. Like change is scary. Like that's always been true. Like even like for like just people, like change is just like. Most people, I don't think, like, willingly go change up the formula. Hello. Jess is back.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Oh yeah, so we never went back for Brad, which we could have, but I just didn't because I'm a scumbag. Okay, I think I'll end the episode here. So thank you all for watching. It's been a lot of fun, and I will try and get this done sometime in the near future. But until then, see you guys later.